This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Nakai.
Nakai.
I am a 22-year-old Nigerian, so Nakai is not actually my real
Okay, enough.
name. I can't say
Okay,
my name
doesn't matter.
because, family.
Go ahead.
Awesome. I'm currently in Toronto, Ontario, and I had a question regarding meeting or exposing myself to places in which high value men
Mm-hmm.
reside or meet up.
Mm-hmm.
So I am in college, third year, studying biology, and I have a set location. I don't really go out that much, so it would be nice to know what I can do to help expose myself to circles of that caliber.
Okay, so basically, you want to meet a high value man.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
making it simple. All right. And you're 22 and you're in college. You want to back a little bit about the microphone. You're breathing hard into it.
Yes.
What are you studying? Biology? You're studying
Sorry.
biology? You plan
Yes.
on going to medical school or
Yes.
anything after that?
Yes. So I actually want to work part-time if
Mm-hmm.
possible. It's a dream of mine to become a doctor, at the very least, just to have a doctor at the
Okay.
house.
So let's back up. Um, you want to be a physician?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. What kind of physician?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking
Oh,
anesthesiologist. My parents are thinking, family
okay.
physician, and that's definitely one of my
All right.
options.
And you want to meet? You talk about meeting a potential husband.
Yes,
All right.
sir. I don't go out
Okay.
that
So
much.
again, you don't have to appreciate it, but you don't have to call me sir. So it sounds a little too formal. So if you're in college, third year, how big is the school you go to? How many thousands of people?
It's pretty big. I go to York, so there's everyone's
Okay.
there,
So here's what here.
but it's not
So
as
here's what it is.
sorry.
The whole I don't go out thing. Um, if you want to be an anesthesiologist, that means you want to be married. You're going to want to marry someone at least on your level. You're going to have to go out. People just don't come to the knock on your door. Are you involved with any profession related student organizations?
Yes, however, mostly online.
Duet.
I'm involved with,
You said
sorry,
you kind of bored there for a minute. You said yes, you are, but
they're mostly
all right.
online.
Well, online's not going to work. Online is not going to work. Um, I know that's something your generation is pretty comfortable with, but relationships imply being close enough to relate. So, if you want if you want to meet the kind of man you're talking about, you're going to have to go out. So let's start with some background: height, weight, and dress size.
I'm 5'6",
Mm-hmm.
sorry. 145
Mm-hmm.
dropping. My goal is
Yeah,
120. And I have a hourglass figure. So my top,
that's
well,
okay. Height, weight, and dress size.
I don't want to
That's
be
okay. That's okay.
vulgar.
Height, weight, and dress size is fine. Um, all right. There are
Okay.
hold on.
I'm a size 8
Okay, there
currently.
are plenty of non-black women who are going to school in this country in biology, looking to go into family practice or anesthesiology, who find it just find time to do that and still have a social life. So those two things do not preclude one another. Got to knock that out. Would you agree with what I said or disagree?
I
All right,
agree.
so let's go ahead and forever retire the I don't go out because I'm in school or whatever. You gotta go out. Online is where let me be really really clear. You don't meet Henrys online. You meet Henry pretenders. Real high value men, if they are online, are there for a specific reason. And it's usually not something long term. Like when I decided to get on Tinder and Bumble, I have a YouTube channel. I got stuff I can talk about. I'm also moving from Oklahoma City to Atlanta, but I've never met any woman I've dealt with on one of those sites. Not saying it can't happen, it's just the likelihood. The net of it is you want a high value man. You're going to have to get out and start networking with people like that. That's why I said school organizations that talking about the profession. If you went to medical school, where would you plan on going?
My goal is U of T.
UT?
University of Toronto.
Oh, there you go. Toronto is not a small place. I mean, if you live around the campus, there are local. What do all the other medical students and law students and pharmacy students? There has to be some sort of social life. Where all the coders go, where all the STEM guys go. Because honestly, I would think you would have a more natural in with somebody who's a little bit more right brain. Because most of my right brain people tend to be a little bit socially awkward, somewhat shy, nervous, not as outgoing. And those kind of people tend to sync up better than having, let's say, somebody with a big personality who's going to be in an extroverted kind of career.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my suggestion. You got to get out. But in the meantime, 5'6", still got about 20 some odd pounds to go. Got to get that down. I mean, think of it from a man's standpoint. You get married, have a child, that's 20 to 30 pounds for the first one. The next one, anywhere from 25 to 40 to 50. Man, you got to have some room to move around. Got it?
Okay. Yes,
Stay in contact. I'd love to hear how it goes. Lisa, did you hear what I just told her?
Oh, yes.
See, she wants to be a doctor and she wants to marry.
She was an African girl too. I was like, that's so cool.
Right. But see, the thing is, so Nakai, you see how Lisa's personality is kind of bubbly and ha ha ha. That is going to be initially more attractive to that's what you're competing with. You guys are each other's competition. That's the reality. You're not in the same place, but you're competing for the same kind of guy.
May I say something? It's a little hard for me anyways, because I don't typically know what to talk about. I mean, if you ask me anything about, scholarly things, I would be able to answer you.
But that's not how it works. So here's what you go. Whatever your version of Toastmasters is in Toronto, fear of public speaking is one of the biggest things for people. If you don't have that, the local comedy club or acting troupe, improvisation classes. You have to get over this fear of speaking and not knowing what to talk about. Got to be able to make small talk. And that's another reason why you're probably so much more comfortable online, because it's not in person, it's not live. But you don't really, but that's not going to help you get where you want to be. Got it?
Okay.
All right, ladies. Have a good one. Yeah, we got that. See, that's
you too. Bye.
Thank you. That socially awkward thing works for women and men too. It works for women and men too. And women, ladies, you can use the socially awkward thing. Nah, I was gonna say you can kind of use it to your advantage, but women who actually are more flirty and outgoing, and they tend to have better outcomes. Men want feedback from women, and men can't read a "Hi, how are you?" They don't get that from that. So I didn't look up. Did y'all run Stacy on out of here? Oh, she mad at me now. Oh well. But no, man, I don't do that. The world is hard for women crap. No, Stacy on. Another man obsessed with another man is like, well, yeah, Stacy, I want you. If you got, please let me know how hard it is to be a woman. Go ahead. I'll take it. Please tell me how hard it is to be a. How about this? Would you rather switch places and do what men do? Instead of talking about how fucked up or how hard it is to be a woman, just right. I would trade places to be a man in a minute. I have never met a woman who was willing to take that deal. So, the net of it comes down to this. Ladies, high value men are good. You know, your counterparts when you're younger, they can still get it out and get it on track after 40 years old, 50 years old. They can still have an entire life. Ladies, you got a short window. 18 to 30, that's a very short window. 18 to 27. And most of you women are talking about you want men who are, again, I have yet to have a woman come on this show saying, you know what? I want a guy that's making $50,000 a year. Yeah, I'll have him 3 kids. No, y'all want men who are making quite a bit of money. And you got to be able, and you don't want to work. That's a crazy ass deal. First off, let me be honest. That's a crazy deal to ask for. The women who could ask for that kind of deal, in my opinion, the women who can ask for that kind of deal on physical beauty alone are 9s or better. You have to be a 9 or better to ask for that kind of deal on looks alone. That means you are beauty pageant. Cover girl, I mean, you're model, not BBW model. I mean, beauty pageant, swimsuit pageant. I mean, swimsuit competition, Miss America, Miss Universe, 9 or better. Miss Iowa, Miss Oklahoma, Miss Texas, Miss California, 9s or better. To ask for a 5% man off of just looks, 9 or better. See, when you're not, what that reads like to a lot of men is you trying to get a high value man and you ain't even all that fine. It's like, well, damn. Why are you so, a lot of guys ask themselves, why are you that entitled? Why are you so special? Let's talk about it. A lot of ladies, y'all need to get off social media and stop comparing yourselves, because there are women who are more attractive than you, with better sex than you, with more style or swag and connections, who can't find a man that you're talking about. Some of you ladies' expectations are outrageous for what you bring to the table. That's just my opinion. Professionally, I don't judge it. Professionally, I say if that's what you want, you got to be, these 3 things are a requirement: image consultant, personal trainer, matchmaker. And you better be willing. You want to go get a boob job and all that other kind of stuff? You better get this job. You go pay that matchmaker $5,000, pay an image consultant, usually a makeover somewhere around $4,000 to $5,000. A good personal trainer, $300 to $500 a month. So a good personal trainer, $300 to $500. Let's call it $400 a month. A good personal trainer is $5,000 a year. An end-to-end makeover with a subject matter expert image consultant, you're looking right around $5,500 for level 1. So that's already 10.5. And then professional matchmaker, you're $15,000, $20,000 into it. Not bad. I would invest $20,000 to get a $350,000 mate. If you're not willing to do that, Jasmine, invest $20,000 to get a $350,000 a year man and never have to work again in your life. That's not a bad deal. Jasmine, what's going on?
When conversations like this came up on Kevin Samuels' platform, the tension usually centered on one thing: alignment between lifestyle expectations and personal positioning. A 25-year-old woman saying she wants marriage and to be a stay-at-home mom isn't unreasonable. That's a traditional desire. The friction starts when that same woman prioritizes luxury lifestyle optics, travel, designer standards, high-earning men only, while not fully understanding the competition and requirements that come with targeting what he called a high-value man. If you want a man in the top income bracket, you are competing in a smaller, more selective market. Those men typically have options. So his blunt advice about dropping weight or improving presentation wasn't random. It was about competitiveness. Physical fitness, attitude, agreeableness, and cooperation were things he repeatedly emphasized because those traits increase attractiveness in that specific dating tier. The deeper issue wasn't just weight, it was priorities. If she chased lifestyle over substance, meaning she focused on status, image, or what a man provides materially before confirming character, marriage intent, and compatibility, she could easily waste prime years on men who enjoy her company but don't see her as a wife. Wanting to stay home means selecting intentionally. She should be asking, do you believe in traditional marriage? Do you want your wife at home? What timeline are you on? Marriage-minded women date differently than lifestyle-minded women. His shutdowns often sounded harsh, but the core message was strategic. If you want long-term security, build yourself into the type of partner that a marriage-ready man desires, not just the type that attracts temporary attention. Desire alone doesn't secure marriage. Positioning and discernment do.